Indonesia boasts one of our planet's most extensive territories, spanning 17,000 islands that stretch over 5,000 kilometers from east to west. Located in the east, the Maluku Archipelago comprises two main island groups, the North Moluccas and the South Moluccas, which feature the world's deepest seabeds whose secrets scientists are hoping to uncover.
Untuk explore laut dalam ini butuh teknologi, butuh keahlian, dan butuh biaya yang sangat besar. Nah, dengan adanya kerjasama dengan Unseen, saya bisa melihat ada kemungkinan untuk mulai mengeksplor, mempelajari apa aja yang kita miliki, apa saja yang kita punya di laut dalam ini. Terutama yang saya tertarik itu tentang Mesophotic Reef.
The Mesophotic zone is located where there is very little light, generally around 100 meters deep below sea.
C'est une zone potentiellement extrêmement riche en termes de biodiversité. Et on se trouve également entre Sulawesi et la Papouasie, qui sont deux endroits où on a trouvé le coelacanth indonésien. Et on suspecte la présence du coelacanth évidemment dans les Moluques, sauf que ça n'a jamais été confirmé pour l'instant. Donc l'idée aussi c'était de voir un peu si on avait des habitats propices à cette population, à une potentielle population ou des potentielles populations de coelacanth dans cette région d'Indonésie.
The mission's main goal is to send divers down to more than 100 meters deep into the Banda Sea and bring back both samples and images. For this to succeed, rebreather diving is crucial for the diver's safety and capacity to act without outside support.
8.3, that's fine, huh?
Yeah, you need 6.5.
Rebreather diving is essentially when the air exhaled by the diver is then inhaled again. It features special equipment that requires a high level of concentration and control to use.
Pressure is 170.
170 as well.
Yeah, 170.
I think there's a bit of character in that one.
We ready? It's definitely an adventure. There's never been a diver there before. There's never been any other human being there before. And seeing that kind of topography for the first time, I mean, that's the whole reason why we do this, the whole exploration side of things. Is it clear behind me? Yeah. Yeah?
Yes.
All right, cool. Every day is a new day, and what we're seeing, also, you know, landscape topography is just mind-blowing. We're finding stuff that we haven't seen before, which is actually a little bit more tasks and work for Steve to identify the funky fish that we're finding at, you know, sub 100 meters.
When you're underwater, it's really hard to gauge how big an animal is. The stereo video works on a principle called photogrammetry, where these two cameras are mounted permanently on this aluminium base bar. And if we start both cameras at the same time, we've got special software, and we can use that to synchronize both cameras' footage. We've got footage from the left camera, footage from the right camera, and then we can actually use that to measure the accurate size of fish. Now that's, what do you think that is, Dito?
Well, I think it's triggerfish.
Okay, what type?
Well,
I don't think it's going to be in the book. That's a really rare species. It doesn't even have a common name. It's called the Coelacanth abyssus. But this is the first time we've been able to measure the size of one of these. This trip's been really good because we've been collaborating with Patimura University in Indonesia. And we want to kind of foster some skills and development to some of the upcoming marine scientists.
saya juga belajar mengenai ikan karena di sini ada Steve yang ahli ikan. Kemudian saya juga di sini membantu untuk mengkoleksi sampel spons yang telah diambil di kedalaman tertentu, di kedalaman yang sangat dalam. Seperti spons, soft coral, dan juga kemungkinan hard coral.
We are now at cruising speeds and approaching Molana Island, which is where Mark Erdman is based. He was the one who identified the Indonesian Coelacanth species, and his extensive knowledge of Moluccas waters is an invaluable asset for this deep-sea exploration.
Finding a new population of coelacanths in eastern Indonesia, I think, would be super exciting and very valuable to conservation. What we learned in North Sulawesi was that coelacanths are really a flagship species. They get everyone excited, they get communities excited, they get government excited, and they can rally people around marine conservation as a flagship species. And if a coelacanth population was found here, it would bring a lot of immediate international attention, and that would be very good from a conservation perspective. Perfect. Absolutely perfect coelacanth habitat. Just a little too warm.
Yes.
Normally, under normal conditions, if you were to go to 120, 150 meters here, you'd be right into that 18 degrees Celsius water. But unfortunately, under La Nina conditions, I think they're still getting 23 degrees Celsius, which is just too warm for them. So we would expect that the coelacanths have probably gone deeper, unfortunately.
Iya, saya tidak perlu sabuk. Ini sudah.
Mark Erdman isn't just a coelacanth specialist. He can identify most of the fish found in Indonesia, so he can spot rare or even previously unknown species, which would then make them potentially new species.
I love how it just gets this red infusion towards the... it's very cool. I've definitely never seen that. Exciting.
Aboard the boat is a camera developed by National Geographic known as the Deep Sea Camera, which has the capacity to descend to depths beyond 3,000 meters.
It's a little robot that we program to record for a number of hours. It's all self-contained, and so we deploy it with a weight that takes it down to the bottom. It has a 4K video camera inside.
The camera is left on the seabed for at least 3 hours, capturing everything that comes into close proximity. The moray eel and the deep sea shark are the largest creatures caught on camera. Even the nautilus briefly appeared, but the coelacanth still remains a mystery. Before setting off for the most remote islands of Moluccas, the expedition welcomes aboard students from Luminocean, an Indonesian NGO co-founded by Dr. Mareke Hun.
We'll put bait here to attract the fish. They're the predators.
And now there's this tremendous community of young people that are really interested in their conservation and the study of them. So going forward over the next 10 or 20 years, you're going to see just an explosion of new data, new information, new species coming out of Indonesia, led by Indonesian scientists.
Every plastic in the water will be stuck on the filter.
Harapannya bisa mengetahui jenis-jenis organisme laut lebih banyak dan bisa memberitahu kepada masyarakat Banda bahwa ada jenis ini yang ada di Laut Banda. Intinya mau menyampaikan kepada masyarakat Banda yang mereka nggak tahu gitu.
Jadi harapan saya dengan besarnya Laut Indonesia, para peneliti muda semakin semangat dan semakin terbuka peluangnya ke depannya untuk terus bekerja untuk konservasi dan untuk juga melestarikan Laut Indonesia. Indonesia ini memiliki kekayaan yang besar. Kalau kita tidak jaga sebagai orang lokal, siapa lagi yang akan jaga laut kita?
C'est un pays où il y a énormément de choses encore à découvrir. Il faut aussi changer un peu notre mentalité, je pense, pas découvrir pour exploiter, pas découvrir parce que ça peut être utile à l'homme, mais simplement découvrir pour le plaisir de découvrir et de comprendre le monde dans lequel on vit en fait.
The deep reefs of the Far East expedition identified over 100 species of Mesophotic fish, with 12 of them being entirely new to Indonesia and 37 never observed at such depths before. Some of the encounters captured on camera remain unidentified and may potentially represent new species. As for the Indonesian coelacanth, it still remains a hidden mystery.